Dave Ekins has had a successful career, first as a racer, then as a motorcycle magazine editor, and finally as a business owner sponsor who gives back to the sport and industry. Dave has done it all and managed to succeed with a cheerful demeanor that has made him countless friends and supporters throughout his life. Born in Los Angeles in 1932, Dave and his brother Bud developed a love of speed and motorcycling early on. Dave's first machine was a Whizzer motorized bicycle, which he wrenched on himself. By the time he was 16, Dave was employed at a local bicycle shop, working on Whizzers. He quickly moved up to real motorcycles and found his lifelong calling. He honed his off-road riding skills in the hills above Los Angeles, taking dirt roads and trails all the way to the beach and back. In 1951, he rode his brother's matchless single in the Big Bear Run, and his racing career began. Dave's off-road prowess was quickly noticed, and he earned his first factory-backed ride in 1953 with NSU. He rewarded his new sponsor when he rode an NSU 100cc to victory in the 125 class at the Catalina Grand Prix. In 1954, Dave followed that class win with another victory as he rode a 250 NSU to take the win in the 350 class of the Catalina Grand Prix. More sponsors followed, and Dave would eventually ride for Triumph, Velocette, Zundap, Honda, Harley-Davidson, and Bultaco. When Honda came to the United States in the late 1950s, Ekins was one of the first riders asked to race the new Japanese import. At well over 6 feet, Dave looked like a giant on the little Japanese machines, but he had cut his teeth on small displacement bikes and knew how to make them work and last in long-distance off-road races. Made in Japan meant cheaply constructed to most Americans in the 1960s, so Dave set out to change that mindset for Honda motorcycles. In 1962, he and Bill Robertson set the Tijuana to La Paz Baja record, riding Honda CL72 Scramblers. Dave rode those 1,000 brutal miles in less than 40 hours. That ride showed the quality of the Japanese-made Hondas and became the foundation for the lore and mystique that created the world-famous Baja 1000. In 1964, actor Steve McQueen asked Dave, Bud Ekins, and Cliff Coleman to combine as a team to ride the International 6 Days Trial that year. They formed the Silver Vase team that represented America in the ISDT in East Germany. Riding a Triumph, Dave won his first gold medal, finishing 5th in the 500cc class. He went on to earn a second ISDT gold medal in Sweden in '66, riding a Zundap. Dave rode 5 ISDTs in total, earning 3 medals during his career. In 1967, Dave won the rugged Greenhorn Enduro on a 100cc Zundap. That victory was one of the most improbable wins in the history of off-road motorcycling. The course was so tough and muddy, Dave had to carry his bike through many of the sections. Dave was next asked to join Harley-Davidson and was part of the team that designed the HD Baja racers of the early 1970s. Dave then joined the staff of Cycle magazine as West Coast editor. He worked at Modern Cycle, helped launch Dirt Rider, and later served a 5-year stint at Motorcyclist magazine with Peterson Publishing. In the 1970s, Dave developed the first Velcro fastening kidney belt, and it was sold under the name Gold Belt. Later, he launched Sunline, a company that made popular aftermarket parts for off-road motorcycling, inventing the half-waffle grip and shorty levers known as the handlers. Dave also worked as a motorcycle stuntman, doing commercials for Honda and various movies and TV shows with Bud. His favorite film was with Clint Eastwood, Coogan's Bluff. Dave can be seen riding a Triumph up and down stairs in and around the city. Today, Dave remains active in the industry and is a popular speaker and writer on the origins and history of off-road racing in America. He still lives in the foothills of the Santa Monica Mountains, where he learned to ride, and he's married to his longtime sidekick and #1 fan, Paula. With multiple ISDT gold medals, victories at some of the biggest off-road events, including the Big Bear Run, the Greenhorn Enduro, and the Catalina Grand Prix, then a distinguished career as a motorcycle magazine editor, stuntman, innovator, and business owner, Dave Ekins has done it all. with honesty, humility, and a lifelong love of motorcycling.